Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another banger episode of Riffs and Rasslin, where we talk all things hard rock, heavy metal, and professional wrestling. I am your co-host, Nick. Over here is my co-host, Willie. What's up, Willie?
What's going on?
And then joining us once again, who joined us for the best power metal albums of 98, we got a friend of ours, Eduardo. Eduardo, what's going on, sir?
Hey guys, what's going on? Good to be back. Thank you.
Hanging and banging, brother. Hell yeah, man. It's good to have you back on the show, dude. We got a banger of an episode today, I do believe. Before I get into the meat and potatoes of it, folks, if you would please, we put a lot of time and energy into this, and all we ask for you is to hit that like, subscribe, share, comment, do it all. Tell your friends and family about the show. We're on X, we're on Instagram, we're on Spotify, we're on YouTube, everywhere. You can find this podcast, audio and video, so please do us a favor and hit that like, subscribe, comment, and share. Pass it on to everybody that you know. And now with today's episode, I think is going to be a really fun one. Kind of doing a little bit something different on this podcast here. Normally we do get into all things heavy metal and some of the harder stuff, but today we're going to go the grunge route, or so we thought it was a grunge route. We'll get into that in a second. If you haven't already, check out the other episode that we did when we did debut albums, Godsmack and Rob Zombie. They both came out in the same year, the same day, as a matter of fact. That just went up not too long ago. And today we're doing something similar. We're going to do debut albums by two of the top, probably the top bands in grunge, heavy rock history. We're talking Nirvana and we're talking Alice in Chains. Today we're going to do Bleach, the debut album from Nirvana, and we're going to do Facelift, the debut album from Alice in Chains. Before we get into too much of the crux of both albums, guys, let me just get your overall opinion on both bands before we dive into the albums. Willie, I'll start with you. What's your overall feeling with Nirvana and Chains?
Oh boy. I think I've mentioned several times and on this podcast alone how much of a not fan I am of Nirvana. So going back and listening to this album, I'll share my thoughts and opinions about that a little bit later. But overall, I think Nirvana is not my favorite. Alice in Chains, on the other hand, is of course one of my favorite bands. I think just the way they write their material and the way that they sound is it gravitates me more towards them.
Got it.
Yeah.
Eduardo, what's your opinion on Nirvana and Alice in Chains as a whole?
It's similar to Willie's. I'm not the biggest Nirvana fan either. I like a few, like a handful of their songs, but they're not really to my liking as much. But yeah, Alice in Chains is one of my favorite bands of all time, honestly. So I kind of gravitate more to their kind of sound style, uh, the vocals and stuff and everything. It's a lot better for me.
Okay. So with that being said, I'm not going to give my opinion on both bands just yet. I'm going to say my opinion for the end. But how about we kick it off with June 15th, 1989 release of Bleach by Nirvana. This is their debut record. I'll go ahead and give my opinion first on this album.
Okay.
I am going to be 100% honest with all of you out there in the audience. I've never heard this record before until now. I knew this record existed. I never listened to it. I kind of share the same sentiment as both Willie and Eduardo that Nirvana is not really my go-to band when it comes to grunge or alternative. I respect them to an extent, but it's not one of my favorite bands. But I will tell you right off the bat, this album, to me, is not grunge whatsoever. It is not alternative whatsoever. In my opinion, this album is sludge metal like a motherfucker. And because of that, I actually enjoyed this fucking album. I enjoyed this album a lot more than I thought I was going to enjoy it. I enjoyed this album so much that I actually went back and listened to it 3 times today after listening to it the first time. That's how much this album hit me with like a punch. I didn't know what to expect going into the album. Again, I never heard this album. All you know from Nirvana, if you haven't heard this album, is Smells Like Teen Spirit, Come As You Are, all those types of songs. This record here is a 180, 100% different than those songs that was off the second record that came out, Nevermind. Before we get into the nuts and bolts of the album, Willie, you heard my take, my opinion on Nirvana's Bleach. What say you?
I thought the exact fucking thing. I don't like fucking Nirvana, but I actually dug this album. There are a few songs that I don't give a fuck for, honestly, but majority of the album I didn't hate listening to, and
Right.
it didn't feel like Nirvana. There was some elements of like a thrashy riffs in a couple songs too, which I was not expecting at all. I
Yep.
was like, that's pretty fucking chugging. And yeah, it kind of, no pun intended with the first song, but kind of blew me away of how different it was.
Absolutely. Eduardo, what's your take?
Right. Yeah, I'm on the same boat as Nick. This is my first time ever listening to this album from start to finish. Like I said, I'm not the biggest Nirvana fan, and like the main songs that I know and kind of gravitate toward just like the big songs that everyone knows. So I didn't know what to expect necessarily. I was kind of expecting that type of sound, but this first album, yeah, it did sound different from like what I was expecting as well. And I think overall, like it was a pretty good album. I liked a few more songs in it than I thought I would too. I'd probably say like I probably like half the songs on the album, and then like the other half, not like the biggest fan of. But like I said, I was surprised. I thought going in I wasn't gonna like pretty much like anything on there, but there's a few songs
Yep,
that
same.
you know I can like I'll go back and listen to again.
Hell yeah. So let's jump into it, boys. We got track number one. We've got Blue. As Willie said earlier, this song blew me away. As soon as that groove hit in this song, I'm
Hmm.
like, is this fucking Nirvana? Like,
Yep.
are we sure that this is Nirvana? I had to go and look at it. Like, are we sure this is Nirvana? I actually enjoyed this song a lot. I love the groove in it. I love the chugginess of it. And I love how it just kept you on a fucking pace, like an even pace throughout the entire song from start to finish. It stopped or it started and it didn't stop. And I really appreciate that, Willie.
Yeah, I thought this was a great opening song for the whole
Yes,
album too. It's only a 2 minute and 55 song, which most of the album is only two fucking minutes, but it was a perfect song to start the album. Like you said, it came in really fucking chuggy, really fucking groovy, and it was just a fun fucking song all the way through.
agreed. Eduardo?
Yeah, same thing. It was a good first song to start off like the album, and like a good like introduction to like you know this is kind of Nirvana kind of thing, especially off their first album. Like I said, it started off chugging and it kept it throughout the whole song. So yeah, I actually really like the song.
Absolutely. We got track number two, which is going to be Floyd the Barber. Um, I found this title to be fucking hilarious that we're going to name a song Floyd the Barber. And I didn't know what to expect going into this song with a title like that, but this
Yeah.
has got to be a top song on this record for me. It's very sludgy, it's very heavy, and it's got a great fucking chorus in this song. I think that this is one of the more underappreciated Nirvana songs after hearing it now. I would put this up there as a contender for song of the album, like the best song on the album. It's not my favorite song yet. We'll get to that later, but it's a strong contender. I really enjoyed this song, Willie.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go back and listen to this one again just because of how much you praised it. My first glance of the song, it was a good song, but I don't I didn't take away from it as much as you did, which is interesting. So I might have to go back and listen to it.
Absolutely. Eduardo?
Yeah, I actually feel the same way. And like what you said earlier, Nick, how you went back and listened to it like 3 times. Uh, like I had to go back and listen to yeah, at least I gave it like another go around too. And yeah, it's not really one of my favorite songs on the album. I don't know, I just didn't really get into it to be honest.
Gotcha. That's fair. That's fair. Track three, we got probably the song that everybody knows off of this record, About a Girl. Um, After hearing this album, okay, let me take it back. After hearing this song lots of times already, and then hearing this song on this album, after hearing this album for the first time, this
It
song does not belong on
it
this
doesn't
album.
fit. It doesn't fit. I was gonna
No,
say the same thing. It don't fit on
no,
this album. Nope.
absolutely not. This is the more poppy, alternative, grungy, maybe even pop punk song that
Yep.
we would come to expect from Nirvana.
Yep.
This one seemed really out of place, but I mean, it's the track on the record, so we got to cover it.
Yep.
Willie, what do you think?
Same thing, dude. I really really love this fucking song, and it felt like it should have been on their second album, not on this album. It very much had the same kind of the same sound of their second
Yep.
album too, which is weird because this is their first album. So how it feels like they took the sound of this song and made a whole album from it.
Right. And
But
also too, I would be I should say that this album did not feature Dave Grohl on drums yet. He didn't come in until the next record. So this here is they had different session guys come in. It was Kirst and it was Cobain who was the main contributors to this album, but they had other session guys come in too to work on the album. So I think that's kind of like where some of these songs sound, not some of these songs, but more so About a Girl sounds different than all of the other songs, is because maybe they had at that track in particular, they had some other, influences from other musicians contributing to the song.
yeah.
Wardo, what do you think about a Girl on this record?
Yeah, I thought the same thing that you guys just said. It's more, like you said, it's more poppy, more kind of like mainstream. Like when I heard this song, I was like, this is what I know to be Nirvana. So it was,
Right.
yeah, very strange compared to like the rest of the album. I'm like, yeah, this song doesn't belong on this album at all, but it's a really good song. Like I love this song.
Okay. Fair. Track 4, we have School. This one, boys, I gotta praise the song again too, man. The riffs were fucking great. The groove was fucking great, and just the vibe of like Kurt's vocals in this song, and Kurt's vocals throughout this entire album. It feels as if he's like in agony. You know what I mean? As if he's
Yeah.
like being tortured, like he's been locked away in a fucking secluded
Yeah.
place for months on end, and he's finally having that chance to release all this, pent up aggression or whatnot. But different. I mean, different sounding Kurt Cobain from what we traditionally know from Nirvana. But yeah, this song "School" again, it's another chugging song, heavy song, great grooves, great riffs. I dig this song too. Willie?
Yeah, I actually love this fucking song. This is definitely one of the top ones on the album for me. And going back to what you just said about his vocals, it kind of sounds like he's in pain, which makes sense because if you're living in fucking Washington, I would be in pain too. But it definitely this album definitely has a atmosphere to it, and I think
Yeah.
the way that the bass hits along with his vocals, and then the tone of everything else is so much minor. It just has a different feel to this album, and School I think is one of their best songs on this album.
Before I throw it over to you, Eduardo, about your opinion on this song in particular, can we just collectively talk about the use of double bass in this fucking album? Like,
Yeah,
holy shit, there's
There's a
fucking double bass
lot.
all over this motherfucker.
Yeah.
there's like gallops everywhere, dude.
There is. With the
Yep.
chugging of the riffs,
Yeah.
it's a sludge metal record.
Yeah, it's very
Yep.
sludgy.
But Eduardo, what do you think about School?
I enjoyed the song too. Like you said, touching on like his vocals, like it's like I said, I don't listen much to Nirvana. And like I said, the main songs I know are like just like the big mainstream ones that they have. So like hearing this whole album, his voice, I was like, okay, like I was not expecting, for him to come out and like do that. So yeah, I dig it though. It's a good song.
Hell yeah. Track 5, we have Love Buzz, which is a Shocking Blue cover. I've never heard of that group before in my life, but apparently this is their song and they covered it. This is one of my least favorite on the record. It's more of like a surfy type of feel to it, like a one of those guitar riffs that you would hear in like those surf songs and shit. I'm not gonna go too hard on it because it is a cover, so it's not a Nirvana original. But this one just didn't do much for me, Willie.
Yeah, they should give this song back to Shocking Blue. That's all I have to say about that one.
Wardo, what do you think?
I mean, I've never heard the original song, right? And same thing, I've never heard of whoever Shocking Blue is, but I actually didn't mind it, I guess, as much as you guys hate this song, but it's very like there's a lot of like bass in this song, and it's like I don't know. For me, it's a little groovy, so like it's not too bad. I mean, it's a cover, but it's not too bad for me.
Track 6, we have Paper Cuts. I will say this. This song has got Alice in Chains written all over it before Alice in
Fuck,
Chains was even a thing.
you keep stealing everything I'm fucking thinking, bro. I was just about to say this is a Chain song completely through and through, bro. From
Yep.
his fucking vocals too. It
Yep.
sounds like Lane. It's like I don't know
Yep.
what the fuck he was trying to channel, but I was like, this is a Chain song, dude.
Yeah,
Weird.
absolutely.
Fucking
His
weird.
vocals were haunting as fuck in this song, dude. Like that's the
Yep.
main thing I took away from this song is not only did it have like especially in the chorus, the Alice in Chains feel and
Yep.
Lane Staley coming through, even before there was an Alice in Chains to even compare the song to. But his vocals, man, were just
Yep.
like
That's
you
what
could just feel
surprised.
the agony in his voice.
That's what surprised me the most
Eduardo?
about this song is the vocals. Like I said, like traditional Nirvana, like what you know when it's like listening to this song specifically, I'm like, holy shit, like Cobain, like you said, he's in fucking agony singing this song. It's fucking crazy.
Seriously. It
And
is.
those open fucking notes too
Mm.
Yes.
that they play, it just rings and rings and rings. I'm like,
Yep.
this is like almost black metal. This is like almost a black metal riff too.
Yeah.
It's a really different fucking song, and
It is.
honestly, this might be one of my favorites, if not the favorite. I'm having a hard time choosing my fucking favorite so far. So as we're going through this, I'm trying to figure out which one it is. So
Yeah, I'm kind of in the same boat too. And speaking of that, track number 7, this might be my contender for track of the album. This song right here, Negative Creep. This, oh my god, this song is
dude,
fucking heavy as shit,
Mm-hmm.
dude. And again, we cannot stop praising the vocals, the
Yeah,
heaviness
the
of the bass
vocals.
guitar, the fucking riffage of the guitar, and the fucking pounding of the drums, dude. Negative Creep is fucking really good in my opinion. Guardo?
Yeah, I enjoyed it too. It kind of goes along with like the same agony voice vocals of like the paper cut sound song, but no, yeah, it's a really good song as well. I like it.
Willie?
yeah, I think the energy of this fucking song is epic. Just the way he fucking screams like negative creep, and he's just
Yeah.
fucking he's in your face, dude. It really fucking it took me like twice to listen to this song because the first time I heard it, I was like, I think that was a good song. Let me go back and hear it again. And the second time I heard it, I was like, yeah, this is a fucking banger. It's a really
Yep.
good fucking song.
This song and a couple of others on this record is the reason why I went back and listened to it 3 fucking times today,
Yeah.
to just really get the feel. Because the first time you hear a song, it's like you don't know on some songs, do I like it? Do I not like it? As soon as I heard this song, I was like, yeah, this song I could fucking get behind. Like this is some
Yeah.
fucking killer shit. That moves us over to track number 8, which is Scoff. This one I have written down that I just like the vocals in this song. The musicianship, the guitars, the drums, and everything, they're pretty much on par for how the rest of the album went. For some reason,
Yeah.
this song didn't do as much for me as some of the other ones did, but I did enjoy the vocals in this song. But that's about all I've got to take away from this one, Willie.
I'm gonna bounce it. I'm gonna bounce it to Eduardo first.
I
Okay,
actually
Go
like
ahead,
this
Eduardo.
song. I thought it was a good song. I don't know, like vocally, I mean, it sounded like the rest of the album. Like I don't know, I don't have a problem with the song at all.
Willie.
I was gonna say the next 2-3 songs I think I have the same opinion for, so we can move on to the next song so you can give your opinion.
Okay. Next track we have is Swap Meet. I actually really like this song. I like the riffs in this song. It's not a bad song at all. With the song title of Swap Meet, you don't know what the fuck you're walking into. And I actually really enjoyed what I walked into on this one, guys.
Well, I don't know where Willie's going with like the next these 3 next songs, but I find like they're somewhat similar. Like they kind of have the same kind of feel to them. So I really like Swami too, and I thought for the title of the song, I'm like, what the hell is this shit gonna be about? But
Right.
it's good. I like it.
Willie?
Yeah, so track 8, 9, and 10, they all sound as the exact same to me.
I figured you were gonna say that.
I think that was I think it was a very weak way end the album because there's no differential riff to me that stood out in
Mm-hmm.
these 3 tracks, 8, 9, and 10. So that's pretty much where I'm gonna leave that at.
Okay. Then what we'll do is, Wardo, what'd you think of track 10, Mr. Mustache?
I liked it. Like I said, I figured I kind of knew where Willie was going, and like I said, all those three soundtracks do sound very similar sound-wise, but I enjoyed Mr. Mustache as well.
And you say the same thing about track number 11, Sifting?
Uh,
Who?
yeah, I like
Wardo?
that one too. I think that one sounds a little bit different than the last three tracks a little bit, but I like that song too. It's not too bad.
I'm gonna say that Mr. Mustache was an okay song. It wasn't great. It wasn't, bad. It was just in the middle. The last song, Sifting, I think what we talk about all the time on this podcast, you have to have a strong opener and a strong closer. I think Sifting was a really good closer for this album. I thought that it was heavy, 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 sludgy fucking song to end the record. The riffs were good. I really enjoyed this fucking song altogether, and I think it was a great way to cap off the record. I understand where you guys are coming from with the last three songs, kind of having a similar sound and vibe to them. I completely get that. But Sifting, just the way the drums coming in at the beginning, and then they layered everything else in with the way the rest of the song turned out to go, I really enjoyed the closing song. So, Will, you have your opinion? Eduardo, you have your opinion on the last three songs and how they close out the record. So let me ask you guys this: what's your overall opinion before we move over to Chains? What's your overall opinion of Nirvana's debut album, Bleach? Willie, I'll start with you.
I didn't get my opinion on the last track yet. I thought the last track was fucking annoying as fuck for
Really?
me. It would not fucking end. It would not fucking end. The last 2 minutes, he had the same chorus and the same verse back to back to back for like 2 minutes straight, and I was losing my fucking mind. I was fucking losing it. I was like, I have to fucking finish it because that's what we have to fucking do. We gotta listen through it all. But I listened to it one time and then 1.5 time, and I was fucking done. I couldn't fucking do it no more. So sorry. I know you guys. I know you guys fucking like it, but it was a poor fucking closing. It was a fucking annoying song, and I would never listen to this fucking track ever again. So. But the whole album, let's go back to that one. So I'm I came into it with an open mind, and I'm glad that I did because I actually found some Nirvana songs that I do like now. And I never thought I would say that. But yeah, I mean, like fucking Blue, About a Girl, Paper Cuts, Native Creeps, School is fucking badass. There are some good hits, and I was not expecting this to be like a sludgy, like a fucking some thrash riffs in between some double fucking kicks. This was a different album than I thought it was gonna be.
Absolutely. Eduardo?
Yeah, same thing. Uh, like Willie had texted me yesterday talking about like having an open mind about this album, so I kind of went into it that way as well, and like yeah, it blew me um away too because I was expecting like the sound that I know of what Nirvana is, but like the sludginess, the vocals, like I was like, okay, this is different. So like I said at the beginning, there's songs now on here that I'd go back and listen to.
Hell yeah. Your guys' favorite songs on the record? Willie?
Fuck. When starting out this episode, I was gonna say About a Girl, but if that was out of here because it didn't fit the album now that we all kind of had the same thought, I have to pick probably fucking either Negative Creep or Paper Cuts. It's hard to choose. I might choose Negative Creep because it's just more in your face, so I'm gonna choose Negative Creep.
Okay. Eduardo?
Yeah, I was stuck between two songs as well, Blue and then About a Girl as well. But I think ultimately I'm gonna choose Blue. Like I said, it's a good opening track, like different from what I thought, Nirvana kind of sounded like, and so yeah, it's a really good song.
I think overall, my opinion of this record is it blew me away. I went into it with an open mind too. We all came into this album thinking that we knew what Nirvana was all about. We were proven wrong with this record that we didn't know shit about Nirvana, especially early Nirvana. And I
Yep.
was pleasantly surprised with how this album turned out. I would not be mad if Nirvana stuck to this. moving forward in their career. Just fine tune a few things here and there. But for me, my favorite song on this record is Negative Creep. Willie, I'm tied with you as Negative Creep or Paper Cuts were
Yeah.
my 1A and 1B, but I got to go with Negative Creep just because it is fucking heavy, chuggy, sludgy, and his vocals are just fucking excellent in this song. Um, my least favorite song on this record, I would pick Love Buzz, but because it's a cover, I'm not going to go ahead and pick that song. But I'm going to go ahead and say probably um, Mr. Mustache or Scoff, just because those two tracks in particular really didn't do much for me, as some of the songs, the rest of the songs did on the album. So I'm going to go with those. Willie, your least favorite?
I was gonna say, what the fuck is that stupid shit called? Sifting. Um, but because I remember that song, I'm gonna have to choose another song that I can't even tell you how it fucking went. So probably Mr. Mustache. I don't remember that song one bit. So probably that one.
Okay. Eduardo?
I'll go with Sifting. Like I said, it's not a bad song. I still like it, but if I had to pick one, I guess from the album, I'd go with Sifting.
Wow. So I think this might be the first time that I'm the standalone over here, that
I
I
think
actually
so.
enjoyed a song that the other two didn't. And hey,
Yeah.
we're cool with that. We know we're all about our own
Yeah,
different
man.
tastes and opinions over here. Nobody's right, nobody's wrong. That's why we do these shows,
That was good.
I like that. Before we move over, one more time, folks, Instagram, X, YouTube, Spotify, we are everywhere. Please like, comment, subscribe, share, send it out to the internet. I don't give a fuck what you do with it. Just please tune in and give us some recognition over here. And if you have an idea for another debut album episode, hit us in the comments below and let us know, man. We're always up for suggestions, always. So appreciate you guys tuning in, man. Now we're going to move over to the debut album from Alice in Chains. We're going back to August 21st, 1990, and we're talking about Facelift from Alice in Chains. We kind of, at the beginning of the podcast, talked about our opinions on Nirvana and Alice in Chains. Alice in Chains has always been one of those bands that's a go-to, obviously, within the grunge metal genre. They kind of more branched out, kind of the way Soundgarden did. They kind of branched out from a grunge feel to something a little bit different, like more of like a harder rock edge to them than just confined to one stationary title. I have a very controversial take on this album that we'll get to as we progress, that I want to get your guys' opinion on it. But really quickly, Willie, Eduardo, what's your guys' overall opinion of this album?
I mean, it's a fucking banger of a debut album, bro. I think Alice in Chains really came out fucking swinging with this album, and it just shows in the way that they wrote this fucking album. It's heavy. It's fucking beautifully fucking made. Every song seems to fit on this album, and overall, I had nothing terrible to say about it.
Eduardo?
Yeah, it's a good album. It's not. I mean, it's not really a spoiler because it's not like rating the band as a whole, but Alice in Chains for me is probably like my third favorite band like of all time. So I love
Wow,
me
that's
some
strong.
Alice in Chains, man. It's a really good debut album. Um, it's just really good. I love it.
All right, let's get right into it, man. Track number one, everybody knows this song, We Die Young. As we say on this podcast, you need a strong opener for an album. We Die Young fits that box, checks all the check marks, and yeah, it's a really good song. Willie, We Die Young, what's your thoughts?
Perfect fucking opener. Once that fucking opening riff comes on and it just fucking melts your fucking face, dude. It's like, oh shit, here we go. Here we fucking go. And I don't think they could have chose a better fucking song on this album to become their opener.
Agreed. Eduardo? Think we might have lost Eduardo.
Oh, my
Oh,
bad.
I'll edit it as he is.
As soon as the song starts, like just the guitar riff that comes onto it, like it just gets you just like pumped and ready for like the rest of the album. Like it just sounds great. Like his vocals are amazing. Like it's just a really good opener.
Track number two goes without saying. Everybody knows Man in the Box. If there's one song anybody knows from Alice in Chains, it's this one here. Do we even need to cover this song, boys?
No, I mean, if you don't know this fucking song, then obviously you don't know metal, you don't know rock, you don't know grunge. So
Mm.
sorry if you don't know this fucking
Yeah, you don't
song
know
and you
Alice
don't
in
know
Chains if you
jack
know this
shit. So
song. Yeah.
Right. This is kind of like the Megadeth episode that we talked about, Countdown to Extinction. We're like, yeah, if you don't know Symphony of Destruction, then you're listening to the wrong show.
yep.
Track number 3, one of my all-time favorites from Alice in Chains, "Sea of Sorrow." This song does not get enough praise, does not get enough love. I've seen Alice in Chains live last year, and they did not play this song, and I was kind of let down because I was hoping they did was just pull it out their ass one time and play it. They didn't. But track number 3, "Sea of Sorrow." I love this fucking song, Willie.
Yep. This song is fucking amazing and it's so fucking fun to play too, dude. This song I think fits the theme of Chains too. I think the song really makes it's like an eerie opening, not like eerie, but it's a different opening. It's not like, fucking a face melt fucking riff, right? But it leads you into this fucking song and then it takes you on a journey. It's a 5 minute and 49-second song, and it's the whole fucking song is brilliantly fucking made.
Agreed. Eduardo?
Yeah, it's a pretty long song, but it's definitely one of the best on the album. It's like you said, it's very underrated when it comes to like Alice in Chains, but like I don't get how because it's such an amazing song. I haven't unfortunately had like the pleasure to see him live yet, but I definitely will eventually. But I'm kind of surprised they don't play this live. It's such a good song.
Yeah, I agree. Same could be said with track number 4, "Bleed the Freak." It's another one of my all-time favorite Alice in Chains songs.
Mhm.
"Bleed the Freak" and "Sea of Sorrow." I could do without Man in the Box. I could do without Rooster. Get those out of the lineup for a tour, and I'm okay with inserting "Bleed
Yeah,
the Freak" and "Sea of Sorrow" in there.
I agree.
Um, it's a banger of a fucking track, dude. I absolutely love it, Willie.
Yeah, it's a fucking classic fucking song. I think I don't think this song gets enough love, even though it is a popular song. I don't think very many people go back and listen to the song as much as they fucking should.
Agreed. Bardo?
Yeah, I agree with you. Which is kind of crazy, but yeah, it's actually like one of my favorite like Alice in Chains songs, like period. Like it's an amazing song.
Absolutely. And now, folks, to the point of this show where I said I had a hot take at the beginning of this when it came to this album. Willie, how you kind of like said how Nirvana's last 3 songs on the debut record is like whatever for you. After "Bleed the Freak," the rest of this album to me is forgettable. It's 100% forgettable. The reason why
Hmm.
I say that is because they all start sounding the same as if they were just putting songs together to fill up for a record. Um, I think the next song I can't remember is okay, but I can't remember like loving the song, you know?
Hmm.
Um, and the rest of this album, I'm sorry to say, and I love me some Alice in Chains. You guys know that I love me
Yeah,
some Alice in Chains, but the rest of this album after "Bleed the Freak" is just one big melting pot, dude. It all just kind of
yeah.
like blends together. Willie?
I can see that. I can see that. Definitely with track number 5, it's a lot slower song than what we had in the first 4 songs. It I don't care for that fucking song either. Eduardo, do you like the song?
I enjoy it. Like I agree with what you said that the rest of this album, after the first 4 songs, slows down, and then it also sounds similar. A lot of these songs. So I understand where you're going from, but like I don't know if it's just because I'm such a big Alice in Chains fan, but I still enjoy the rest of the album. So I can't remember. It's still a good song to me.
Okay. We got track 6, "Love Hate." This song I don't like this song at all. I really don't. This song, I listened to it. I tried to listen to like maybe 2 3 minutes in, and I had to turn it off. I had to skip to the next
Yeah.
song. This song sucks. I'm sorry, Willie.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this song either. It's a very, very, very fucking slow song, and it doesn't do much for me. I wouldn't go back and listen to it if I wanted to.
Gordo, what's your take?
Yeah, I re-listened to the whole album uh before getting on as well, and uh, like I still like the song, but listening to it now, I feel like I liked it more before. So like listening to it back now, like I still enjoy it, but
Hmm.
um yeah, for whatever reason, yeah, I didn't enjoy it as much as I thought I liked the song, I guess, but.
That's different because usually when you go back and listen to a song, you enjoy it more. But you went back and
Mm.
listened to a song and you actually
Yeah, it's just
enjoyed it
weird. Like, it's not
less.
like I don't hate the song for some. Like, I actually enjoy it, but I don't know if it
Interesting.
was just this time around or whatever, but I enjoyed it a little bit less, I guess. But I mean, it's still a good song to me.
Yeah.
We got track 7. It ain't like that. Yeah, it ain't like that either because I skipped this one too. Willie,
I fucking love this song.
do you?
I do. I like the song a lot, dude. That fucking dun, 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 dude, that riff is fucking sick. I love that fucking riff, and this song for me, I think, is a fucking banger. Easy. I think for it to be like a middle song, this should have been like the fucking ending song for me because I think it fits better as an ending song than right there in the fucking middle of the album.
Okay, Eduardo.
I like that too, or I like the song as well, like the chugging that Willie was talking about. Like it sounds good. Like I don't know, I enjoyed the song as well.
All right, that takes us to track number 8. We got fucking sunshine up in here. Got some sunshine, sunshine. Yeah, this song didn't do shit for me either. Willie,
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this song. It's a good song, but it's whatever. It's not memorable to me.
Eduardo.
Yeah, it's definitely probably the weaker song on the album, to be honest. It's a lot slower, and yeah, it's not like the best Alice in Chains song.
We got track 9. Put you down. Willie, lay it down. What'd you think?
Dude, this opening riff is fucking sick, dude. It's
Mm-hmm.
so I really miss the 90s style of the walking riffs, like Pantera, like Dime was a master at the walking riffs, and this song is a fucking walking riff. It just keeps fucking going and going and going and then going, and it takes you back over and over again, and it's like a fucking journey with that riff, dude. And I don't think very many bands do like a walking riff anymore. They all do like the same power chords over and over and
Mm-hmm.
over, and these walking riffs are really unfortunately not played enough. And this song actually has a really good walking riff in it.
I agree with you that no bands do the walking riff as much as they should anymore. Maybe that just goes to show you that these new bands can't.
Nope.
Eduardo, what'd you think? Put you down. Track 9.
I actually enjoy this song. I think this is one of the songs that it was kind of the opposite of Love Hate. Um, Love, where like I went back and enjoyed it a lot more this second time, or not second time, probably like 20th time, but
Yeah.
I enjoy this song.
Track 10, we have Confusion.
Say it.
I'm kind of confused on how this fucking song made it on this record, but that's just me. Willie, are you confused as much as I am?
I fell asleep during this song. It's a very, 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 very fucking slow song, and I did not care for it whatsoever.
Agreed. Eduardo?
Yeah, it's very similar to like Sunshine. It's definitely not my favorite song off this album. It's very,
You are
yeah,
my
very, very slow.
sunshine, my only sunshine. Willie,
Wrong
we have
song.
track number 11. I always do that, dude.
Always do that, dude.
I always do that. Why do I do that?
Wrong song,
Wh-
wrong
Why do I
episode,
confuse
wrong
them?
podcast.
Dude, like, why do I do that, bro? Do I have an issue?
You got one more.
One more?
Yeah, you got one more.
Try not to. I'll be better next time. I promise.
All right. Okay, Nick. All right.
We got track 11. I know something about you. I know something too. I ain't listening to this song again. Willie?
This is a very 80s song. This song was like straight out of fucking somebody's hair metal fucking wants.
It's fucking weird.
It's a weird song for this album. It's a weird song for Chains. I feel like this was like one of the songs that Cantrell wrote like when he was like 10 and was like, yeah, let's put this shit on here because it sounded like it came from like 83, 84, dude, like a hair metal fucking song. It was weird.
It's almost like Cantrell like heard the song, Sunshine, my only sunshine. Then he was inspired to write this fucking garbage. Eduardo?
I actually don't mind it. I agree with Willie when he said it is very 80s sounding for sure.
Yeah.
And it does sound different from the other songs, but no, I don't mind it, honestly.
Everybody's entitled to their fucking opinion. Whether it's right, I don't know, but everybody's entitled to it. We got track number 12 to close out the album. It's got Real Thing. Willie, get real with us. Really, Willie, get real
Uh,
with us.
this was a very, 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 very weak song to close out this fucking
Thank you. I thought I
album.
was going to be the only one that thought that.
No, it was a very, very weak song. I could pick a song easy to close out this fucking album, and this should not have been it at all.
Bardo?
Yeah, I agree. It's a pretty weak song too. I feel like overall, for the most part, like the lower half of this album kind of drops in quality from the top half, but like it's not like I don't mind the song overall, but um, yeah, it's definitely not like a good song to like end the album with.
To me, you guys, this is how we talked about Megadeth in the 2000s. Um, to me, this feels like this was Megadeth's "World Needs a Hero" album, where there were certain songs on the album that was like fucking great, and then there was other songs on the album like, why is this song on this album? And I sadly feel this way about Alice in Chains' debut record. After the first four, the rest of this album just falls flat for me, 100% flat. I'm actually, I like that we're in agreement that the last song was a poor closer, because for me, Bleed the Freak could have been a great closer to this fucking album. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Sea of Sorrow could have been a great, hell, even We Die Young could have been a great fucking closer for this album. But my overall opinion, before I get your guys' take on it, it was a very weak debut album in the sense that, okay, you had 4 tracks on this record that were bangers, 4 instant fucking singles, but we've got a total of 12 songs here, you guys. 12 songs coming in at almost an hour long. And out of those 12 songs, we have 4 songs that are absolute fucking bangers. I'm sorry, but that's not a good debut album. Just like we were talking about Megadeth's albums and how some of the earlier albums were kind of weakish. To me, this was a weak debut album for Alice in Chains. Might be a hot take. I don't know yet. Willie, what's your opinion?
I I see where you're coming from. I think if this album only had 8 songs, then this album would be fucking great. It had a lot of filler songs, a lot of songs that I think they could have had one slow song, not 2, and it would have, or 3. They have 3 slow songs. If they had just one, it would have been a lot of a better album. And then take out fucking the 80s song, and then the album would have been fine. But yeah, I agree. It was just 12 songs is a long track count for this album.
Absolutely. Eduardo?
Yeah, I agree. It's a very long album. Like 12 tracks is a lot for an album. And like you said, yeah, like I get the fact that the further you go down the album, the kind of like the slower and just different sounding than the first like 4 tracks are, which are like probably like one of their best 4 tracks like overall in general for Alice in Chains. So it does suck that it kind of does drop in quality per se, or it doesn't sound the same as the first 4 tracks, I guess you would, but I don't know, like I said, overall, I still enjoy the album. Like I go back and listen to it every so often. So
All right, so let's get into our favorite songs on the record. I'll go first. My favorite song is a toss up between Sea of Sorrow and Bleed the Freak. And if I had to pick one of those 2 songs, 1A and 1B, again, I'm going to have to go with Sea of Sorrow as my favorite on the record. It's really a toss up. It's really hard for me to choose, believe it or not, between those 2. But if I had to, I think Sea of Sorrow would be mine. Willie, what say you?
Sea of Sorrow is mine as well. Perfect fucking song. Didn't feel like it was almost a 6-minute song, and it just it encapsulated what Alice in Chains is.
Agreed. Eduardo?
yeah, that song, it does not feel like a 6-minute song. Um, I'm torn between both as well, Sea of Sorrow and Bleed the Freak. Maybe just to be a little different from you guys, I'll go with Bleed the Freak.
Okay.
Such a good
Interesting.
song.
Least favorite on the album. If I had to choose just one least favorite song, I think I might just go with Love Hate, because yeah, fuck that song. Willie?
Confusion because I almost fell asleep. So
Eduardo?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Confusion as well. Or one
All
of the
right, so there's
weakest
no
songs on the
confusion
album.
there.
nope.
All right, so out of the debut albums between Alice in Chains and Nirvana, if we had to pick an album overall forget the fandom, forget like we all choose Chains over Nirvana. We went into listening to Nirvana with an open mind. We should have our final opinion with an open mind too. Who had the better debut album overall? Eduardo, I'll start with you.
Um, like I said, I guess like fandom aside and everything, I'd probably say Nirvana, just because of like they've pretty much kept it consistent throughout the whole album for the most part. For like Nirvana to sound the way they did in that album, like the vocals and stuff, like it was also like different, of course, of like what else was going around during that time. Um, so as much as like I probably hate to say it, like I choose Alice in Chains, every time, but I guess as far as like an overall better album for the genre, I guess, even though it, like I said, their album did sound like very sludgy and kind of different than like what you would call true grunge, I guess. I don't know, but I guess I'd go with Nirvana's album.
Willie?
Um, I can't talk shit about Nirvana on every fucking show and then pick Nirvana. So I'm gonna have to pick fucking Chains. And looking back on Nirvana, the last 4 songs, I could give a fuck about, which is kind of similar to Chains because I think we had the same amount of songs I liked on each album, but I think I enjoyed Chains more than Nirvana.
Okay. For me, since I got to be the tiebreaker here, I'm going to say that I enjoyed Nirvana's debut album more than Chains, for the same reasons that Eduardo said, but also on top of this, I think if Dirt from Alice in Chains was their debut record, it would have been a better debut record than Facelift was, 100% better. And if you would take these 4 songs off of this record and include them on Dirt, you might have had the greatest sounding album of all time. It might have been the greatest album that was ever recorded of all time.
Yeah.
Both albums had their weak points. Both albums had their good points. But for me, consistency all the way through. Nirvana came out swinging. Was it grunge? Probably not. Was it more towards the sludge metal, groovier side? Yes. But the same can be said for Chains too. Like they have their grunge elements, but they also have their hard rock elements. It's like they're not specifically one genre fucking band. You know what I mean? They branch out, and
Yep.
definitely Nevermind, the second album from Nirvana, is more of a grungy album than this one was, 100%. But I gotta say that overall, the better debut album. As much as shockingly as I'm gonna fucking admit to it, 100%, I'm picking Nirvana for the first time ever. I'm picking Nirvana over Alice in Chains for something, but it's gonna be this one. Before we put a bow on this, just to have a little bit of fun with these 2 albums, who would you guys think had the better cover, Nirvana Bleach or Alice in Chains Facelift? Eduardo?
Hold on, give me a sec.
Okay, well, you think of that, Willie? What'd you think?
I think Facelift was the better album cover.
Okay. I might have to
It
pick
had
Nirvana on that as well because it looked like
really,
Facelift. It was like a fucking LSD trip gone bad, and Bleach looked like it was
yeah.
like a fucking nuclear holocaust that just dropped in the middle of your fucking living room. So I gotta go with that one.
I think just at like first glance, I could tell what Alice in Chains was, and with Bleach, I had to fucking look at it harder, and I didn't want to look at it harder. So
I mean, Bleach's cover is harder on the eyes. You know what I mean?
yeah,
It gives you like that eye fucking stigma
yeah.
shit.
I'm like, I don't know what the. I still don't know what. Is that a fucking dog? Like, I don't know what the fuck it
Uh,
is. I don't know what it is. So
Eduardo, what do you say?
Yeah, I'm going with Alice in Chains as well. Like Willie said, when you look at that album cover, you know what you're staring at. And the Bleach cover, I also had to kind of like really look at it, and I still was confused.
oh, it's them
I
playing.
think it's
Okay,
them. Yeah, it's them. But like, you really have to kind of like look at it, or else you can't tell what the fuck it is. And it's in
that
kind of like
makes
black and
sense.
white, so like it doesn't help.
Yeah, it's in that fucking negative color.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that negative color. Yeah.
So overall, wasn't bad releases from both bands. They could have been a little bit better. Nirvana kind of surprised us a little bit more than they should have, but overall, I think it was It was fun doing this episode. It's always good to do debut albums. First one we did was Godsmack and Zombie, and now we're doing something completely different on this channel. We're talking Nirvana and Alice in Chains. I think more content like this we could possibly do down the future. It's fun to kind of branch off and do something a little bit different than what we're known here on this podcast. But Willie, what'd you think overall of the show? Pretty
Yeah, I
good.
thought the show was fucking great, man. I enjoyed both of these albums and just enjoyed going back and listening to it, especially Nirvana. I wasn't expecting me to even like any of those songs, and I actually came out liking quite a few of them. And it just goes to show you that going back and doing these podcasts, you really find out what you have missed along the way, and it's fun.
Agreed. Eduardo, any final closing comments?
Yeah. Same. Like for the record, like I'm listening to Alice in Chains Facelift over Nirvana every time, but even though I still pick them as like the better album as a whole, just because of what Nick said, just like putting everything else aside of like, but yeah, same thing with Willie said as well. Like I wasn't expecting to really like anything from this album from Nirvana, and like I walked out, liking some songs, and like I said, I'm definitely gonna go back and listen to them. Um, but no, it was a good episode. So I appreciate you guys for having me on again, and it's always fun.
Hell yeah, absolutely. So that puts a button on this one, folks. We are Riffs and Rasslin. We are on X. We are on Instagram. We are on YouTube. We are on Spotify. We are everywhere that you enjoy your media. So please do us a favor, like, subscribe, comment, and share. Let us know what debut album you would like us to cover next, to go head to head with. And with that being said, folks, we are out of here. This is Riffs and Rasslin. Stay heavy, people.
Peace out, guys.